I did.
Did you just
Welcome,
turn me
everybody.
live? No
I did.
warning.
Hi,
She just
everybody.
puts me on the internet.
It's Louise and Jocelyn, and I did not do the countdown for Jocelyn that we're live. I hit
No
the button. I'm like,
warning.
oh, Jocelyn, we're live.
No warning. I'm just reading my pattern to see what I gotta do next.
I hope you're good, Jocelyn, because
yeah. Let's do
So, okay. Hi, everybody.
I mean, I better be now because we're live.
Surprise! So, hey, everybody, welcome to the Wildflower Wool YouTube channel. We are in the middle of a 2-week sweater challenge.
This is always the point where I regret this challenge every year.
Well,
obviously, I don't regret it that much because I always volunteer to do it.
I don't regret doing it, but
oh boy,
I'm in trouble.
Oh boy, so I saw you on Monday and I was like, oh. I mean, we both got the drama to talk about today, so like we both.
So do you
want stories?
Oh my god. Okay, so let's see here. So
stories, folks, stories. If anybody wonders, yes, my hair is wet. I was just in the bathtub an hour ago, 2 hours ago. You should have been knitting.
What are you doing personal care when you should be knitting?
How dare I have personal hygiene standards in the middle of a 2-week sweater challenge?
Really? Doesn't everything change when you should be knitting a sweater?
Rude. I know. What was I thinking? What was I thinking?
I
was thinking my hair is gross and I need a bath. That is what I was thinking.
Well, hello. Hey, so we got Treeth and Amber and Autumn and Nikki and Susanna.
Oh, goodness.
I see Nikki. So I know we're talking sweaters, but I just have to say this.
Oh, Nikki, God, not more sock madness stuff.
The pattern came out today. It came out today around noon when I was at work.
It's been all over the Discord threads all day today. Yeah.
So, yeah. So, Nikki, have you started? I'm sure you have. I have not, but I've got my yarn ready. Story of my life. Have I started? No. Should I have started? Well, I just got home from work like 10 minutes ago. So
probably not. You'd still be making dinner.
Yeah. Well,
on a regular night. So
yeah. So anyways, it's okay. So sweaters.
Sweaters.
So we should be halfway through our sweater. So we're both doing
yes, we should.
Worsted weight sweater. Are you really thinking that we should have been doing like a super bulky on a 12 millimeter needle?
Nope. Because I really seriously want to get to the point where I'm doing a worsted weight sweater in 2 weeks.
All right. I like that idea.
Should I be farther than I am? Yes. Do I have drama and stories? Absolutely. Should I have picked a pattern that didn't involve me learning new techniques? Probably.
Should I have picked a sweater that wasn't all these friggin' stripes? Probably.
Did I make poor design decisions? Oh, God, yes. Did I pick a poor weight of yarn? No, not at all. Guys, like I knit worsted weight sweaters on 6 millimeter needles. It's so not like
it is like a chunky sweater for you.
It is like a chunky sweater for most people. So like for me, it is an achievable goal, and I am aware it's an achievable goal.
Well,
probably should not have done a very different neckline to what I was used to.
Well, I remember from last week when we were kicking this all off. Sorry, guys. You were having trouble figuring out the increases, and have to sit and like really do some thinking and figure it out. Okay, so shall we show our progress? Because I'm going to bet money. Well, not money, but if I had money to bet, I would bet money that you are farther along than I am.
Oh, okay. My. I don't know. It depends on how much you got done since Monday. Because, I mean, technically, we recorded right after your Monday Night Live. So the progress everyone saw on Wednesday was my progress as of Monday.
Oh.
Because we record on the weekends.
All right. I'll show you mine.
Sure. Yeah, go for it. Okay. That's a yoke. Are you split for your sleeves?
Just about. Just about.
Just about? So close it hurts?
Didn't we say, we said we should have had the yoke done on Sunday. This is Thursday.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm a few days behind, but I'm still not totally stressing.
no, like the prime goal was to have the yoke done by Sunday, Monday, because then we were sitting pretty for the week, which would be busier with work and stuff.
Right.
So like the goal was to use our downtime to do more than sit and veg, as the case may be.
Where's yours?
I need to do a thing.
Okay, I'm gonna look here at the comments. So
yes.
I see Sam and Susanna and Kim, Alice, Alias here. Okay. Oh, thanks, Alice. Alice says it's gorgeous.
I mean, I think the stripes are coming along beautifully. Like, I love how your stripes are working out so much. I love it so much.
I like them. So last time we chatted, which was just last week, I think I had said this craziness about, I'm just going to do random stripes. There'll be one round, there'll be 3 rounds, there'll be 6 rounds, I'll just, make whatever thickness I want, whatever color I want. Well, I started doing that, and I don't know, I got to about, just a little ways in, and then I looked at it, and I had done a 1 round stripe, and I'm like, I don't think I like that. So I pulled it out, and then I realized, I looked at how much I had actually knit. I thought, this is ridiculous. I am spending way too much time knitting around, looking at it, and then, and even just like a minute or two, just thinking, counting, and it's like, okay, yep, gray color, gray, 2 round stripe. And it was just like too much thinking where I should just be knitting. So what I did was, my randomness is still, the colors are random, but I am doing my Mercury in between all my colors. So two rows of Mercury, a 2-row color, a 2-row Mercury.
Okay.
Then a 4-row color.
Oh.
Well, so I've got a 4-row color, a 2-row color, 4-row color, 2-row color.
Yeah.
And then 2 rows of Mercury between everything. Yeah. So it's not really random, but I like it better. And I think it's easier mentally for me. And I think it looks better that it's not, I don't know. I think the
biggest thing is, like, our brains like patterns.
Yeah.
I find for and look for patterns even where they don't probably actually exist, but we just make them exist there.
Yeah.
Like, we are wholly attached to the concept of patterns. We love our patterns. We are pattern creatures. That is a thing for us, socially, visually, objectively, metaphorically. Boy, we love patterns.
Yeah. And so I think I remember you saying that before, and I'm thinking, I think that's true. Like, I like this 4 2 4 2 4 2. It just seems to
it draws in.
This is my bag of
scraps.
Yeah, scraps, as in like coal balls, mostly.
That's fine.
You can't really see them. I don't know. There's a bunch in here. So I've got royal blue. I've got lemongrass. This is a part ball of something. Aquamarine. Rose something. Rose. Camilla rose. I think this is a leaf green. This is a brown. This is seafoam. This is probably the only one that is still on the shelf. I think all the rest have been discontinued, and there's my Mercury. So I'm just kind of randomly, I think all these colors are in here, except I have not stuck this one in yet.
That's fair.
So the colors are random. I'm not really putting too much thought into it. A little bit, but not much. When I don't know what my next color will be. When I finished, what did I have here? Oh, I had the light blue. That's that seafoam, the royal blue.
Yeah.
And then I was going to, I think before I put the lemongrass, I was going to grab that other little part ball that's like the aquamarine tealy color blue.
Okay.
And then I looked at it and I thought, no, because then that would kind of be like 3 blues all together. So then I just threw it back in the bag and grabbed the lemongrass.
That's fine.
So, no, I don't have anything planned out. There's nothing drawn out or anything. I just, as I come to the color, I just kind of look. And
I think having that stripe repeat flow is gonna just, that just makes your brain happy.
Yeah, so I like it. I really like how it looks.
I love how it looks. Like my brain's like, oh, I need to cast on a sweater like that. No, I don't. It's just not necessary right now. I am busy at the moment. I can cast that on later.
It's and I'm knitting it at a really loose gauge.
Which nice and drapey.
Which I like, yeah. And that's what I thought. I wanted something would be not super, super warm, because I'm thinking early spring, right? So it's not that I'm wanting something to wear in -30 degrees, but something when it's just springtime coolish. So something a little lighter, a little drapier. So, and it's different. I've never knit a sweater at this loose of a gauge. Ooh, the inside looks pretty too, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
But I really like how the feel of it is. Needle size, was it a 5mm? Honestly, I can't even remember.
I don't remember what needle size you ended up going with.
I think it might have been a 5. But you know why it's actually ending up looser? Because typically this needle size should be fine for me. I have knit 95% of this continental.
Good. But you wanted to practice continental, so.
Yeah. So the other 5% is the times when I pick it up and immediately start knitting a few stitches with my right hand.
Yes.
And then I switch. But I'm getting better about remembering as soon as I pick it up to knit continental, but my gauge is a lot looser. But that's what I did my gauge swatch in. So that's what I'm just going with that. Okay, so so I'm like way behind because I thought look at all, I'm gonna have a ton of ends.
That's whatever. Ends don't count for this. It's just getting it off the needles.
Yeah. And I did start knitting some in as I was going, but
meh.
I don't really like it because I find it makes it really tight. And I don't love doing it that way. So I might do the odd one here or there. Sometimes I forget.
I start, so at least it's half done. So all I have to do is sort of do the weave back in when it's finished. So saves me somewhere. I didn't do too bad. It took me 3 attempts to get my neckline right.
Look at that.
So I was doing this neckline into Sunday.
Yes.
Because I don't know how to increase in 1x1 ribbing.
How did
the instructions said do it in pattern. That's a fair instruction. That's a fair instruction. I ended up putting stitch markers so that I could track my first stitch everywhere I increased to make sure I was purling and knitting in the correct locations. So I cast on, and then I started doing my ribbing wrong. So I ripped it out, cast on again, did half of it, realized I was doing moss stitch for the most part because I was increasing incorrectly and I wasn't increasing pattern, had to rip that out. Then I did it a 3rd time and I finally made it to the color work.
3rd time's the charm.
3rd time's the charm. But I am 2 rounds shy of shoulders.
Splitting. Look at you go. Oh my God, that is stunning.
So I got a bit more work to do. I'm on the last round of the color work chart.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing short row shaping because I never do short row shaping. It's not, I need to claim back as much inches in my row gauge as possible. So for me, I'm going straight to the 2 knit rounds you do and then separating from my sleeves. And I'm separating from my sleeves because I'm short in here measurement wise. So at my size for my upper bust, it calls for like 8 to 9 inches to get up to your collarbone in spacing. I have maybe 7.
Okay.
So it's the one place that just for me, that's where I tend to have to be short, but I've got a long torso. So like make up for it elsewhere. So if I was to make the sweater at that depth, the sweater sleeves never sit properly on me in store-bought ones because they're too deep. Yeah. So I'm making my own sweater. I can make it the length I need it to be. So that's why I skip short row shaping.
Yes. Okay.
So I've got the last of this chart row, and I've got 50 billion stitches on here. It feels like the rows take 4 freaking ever.
Well, that's when you know you're almost there.
That's when you know you're almost there. And the other problem I had which I discovered and then had to figure out how I was going to deal with.
Yeah.
Is I ran out of my blue.
No.
I wasn't going to have enough blue. So I actually had to go through all of my Briggs and Little yarn, and all of my woolly yarn, and find a gray that was close enough that I could marl a row, gray row, marl row, gray row to finish off.
Okay, didn't we talk about this last week about having yarn and we both were like, oh yeah, we got tons and tons of yarn because you ran out last year too.
Yes. Well, last year I wasn't sure because I had the balls, but I wasn't sure if I'd make it all the way to the end because I was trying to do it entirely out of scraps. The blue was gifted to me, so like I have spare white, I have spare sand, I don't have spare blue because the blue was a gifted yarn ball from Jen, so I had to stretch it because again, yardage is a variable, like it's an estimated yardage. So estimated wise, I should have had enough, but that ball had a little bit less. It happens, not the end of the world. It also had a couple of factory ends, which definitely sucks up some of your yardage because you got to snip the factory ends out. So that was fine. I made it work, but it took an 8-hour sleep cycle and some serious thinking before I puzzled out how to fix that problem, which definitely set me behind. But you can see I'm working out of the last of the sand and into my green main color again. So I'm almost done, as they say.
Well, it looks
the color retreat. So
looks good.
I still have done a boatload of progress.
Oh, yeah.
But I haven't made as much progress as I needed to. Thankfully, there's the Patreon members have an e-knit this Saturday. So I can work on it then. And I've got gaming this weekend that I can sit and knit. Yeah. Good. And a buddy of mine's coming over to watch the season 2 of The Legend of Vox Machina, so I can knit during that as well.
So that'll be a lot of knitting. Good.
So like, at least this weekend I have more knitting time than I did last weekend.
Yeah, I'm hoping that, last weekend, I hardly knit at all because I had a migraine Friday, Saturday.
Oh, that's right.
So yeah, Saturday I couldn't get out of bed. So the Fiber Friends, we didn't podcast because I could not get out of bed.
Not if your migraine's bad.
Oh, I think it's the weather. I think
it's flip-flopping all over the place.
Yeah, I think that's what so anyways, so you're right. So I'm hoping that this weekend will be a much better productive knitting weekend than last one was.
Now, am I still, oh boy, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So we have sleeves. Okay, so what do we think that our new plan should be? Get our yokes finished, separate for the sleeves. Are you gonna do sleeves first, or are you gonna do the body?
I think because I've got so much gaming knitting time.
Yeah.
I'm going body.
So you can just do.
I can just do the body because I've got to do 22 inches from the underarm. Yeah. So like I have a significant amount of body to do, but it is round and round because like best case scenario, I finish the body Saturday, Sunday-ish, and I could just dive right into the sleeves. Yeah. But if I'm at the color work and the sleeves and I go out for gaming, like it's not at a place where I can work at it because then I got too many needles in the body work because I'll put this on holder needles, not on waist yarn because I'm not good at picking up stitches.
Oh, well, yeah, and that just seems like a waste of time.
Oh, yeah, no, it makes way more sense to just drop her onto a pair of
spare needles and
go.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so I think there's still hope, right?
I'm holding out to hope.
I
suspect there's some late nights in my future.
I know, right? I know. I'm still hoping. I'm hopeful. I'm not throwing in the towel. I'm thinking that I just need to maximize my knitting time. Cut down on the sleeping. Wake early, stay up late kind of thing. Get a few more inches done here and there when I can.
Well, no lazy mornings. Vegging out.
And now I have no more full work days until Tuesday.
Ooh.
So, but having said that,
however,
yes, I know there's always a but, right? Because life always happens in here. And
you have stock madness.
I know. Well, I'm not even thinking about Sock Madness yet. I'm going to cast on. I've got my yarn here. I'm going to cast on. But Anita's baby shower is on Saturday.
Oh, hey, yeah. You want to be in a roundy place for that too.
But I'm taking my sweater there with me.
Yes.
But I do have to do some baking. The baby sweater is blocking, so I do have to wrap some. Oh my goodness. Been buying baby gifts. Oh my goodness, you guys.
This child is going to be so spoiled. First grandkids always are, so it's fine.
I know, right? Like, how do you stop? Like, how do you not buy everything? It's just, I've had to really pace myself. So I have to wrap some gifts. I have to do some baking. So, but I'm going to stagger all that between knitting, shower prep tomorrow. The one good thing now, if it is good, it's kind of not good, but it is good. I was supposed to be teaching tomorrow night at Little Red Mitten, and that has been rescheduled. So I have tomorrow night free. So that was kind of a blessing in disguise. So I'm going to have
that helps.
Yeah, that'll help. So I can do Friday night can be a sweater knitting night. So yeah.
On the bright side, it also means that I don't have to refrain from working on this for 8 hours a day because you only have half days.
That's right. Yes.
I can start knitting the sweater sooner in the day.
Yes, you can now.
Woohoo! Because guys, to make it a truly even fight between me and Louise, I don't knit on this while she's at work. Because I work for myself, so I could just take 2 weeks off and work on the sweater. But that's not fair because Louise can't do that. So I don't let myself knit on this all day, every day.
That must be hard, just knowing it's sitting there thinking.
Oh yeah, right beside me at the computer, staring me down, taunting me.
I am thinking about our friend Jen, because she said, right, that a 2-week sweater is not even a challenge for her anymore because she can so easily do it.
Yeah, I want to see those fingering adult weight sweaters at my size, Jen. I have a torso.
So I'm thinking, if Jen can easily do it in 2 weeks, then there's still lots of hope for us to be able to get this done. We have another whole week.
We're not crazy Jocelyn goal, but we're at a difficult rating. We're not at an easy rating.
Oh, hi, Labrina. So yeah, but anyways, so this will be an interesting week now.
It really will. Because both of us are sitting about the same part.
Which makes me feel a whole lot better, because I thought for sure you were going to have your yoke and 2 sleeves done.
Boy, did I want to at least have 1 sleeve done. By the time Sunday rolled around, I said, can I just have 1 sleeve done? Can I just be done the yoke in 1 sleeve? I always underestimate how long it takes me to do a yoke.
Well,
I forget that you're doing your shoulders and your bust measurement at the same time. Like, I forget how long these rows are.
Yeah. Oh, I need a new color, you guys.
Time for a new color.
Anybody you guys think? Hi, Pravina. So what should I add back in here? Should I do another pink? Should I do the brown? Should I do another of like the light blue, the seafoam?
Wait, 20 seconds.
What do you guys think?
I will be so excited when I no longer have 2 strands of yarn going at the same time.
So, Nikki says pink.
Pink's a good color.
Tracy says pink. All right. So we're really like switching things up, because the last 2 years when we did our other sweaters. Okay, pink it is. Everybody's saying pink.
Pink. Okay, pink it is.
Oh, Amber said pick a ball, any ball. Okay, I think it's pink, you guys.
See, that's totally what I would do. I would assign each ball a number, and then I would roll a dice.
That would be a fun way to do it too. That would be a lot of fun. Yeah, so the last 2 years when we've done the 2-week challenge, we have been like on track when we've done this midweek or midway check-in. We've
Or
always
like
been on track.
so close to the 50% off, it's like near as much makes no difference.
And so this year,
definitely at a deficit this year.
we are adding an extra little some excitement in here. So will we be able to pull this out? I mean, it's all going to depend on this weekend, really, isn't it?
Yes.
If you got gaming time, like it sounds like you've got a lot of time that you can just sit and
well, the D&D session got moved to this past Saturday from its usual scheduled time because we weren't able to meet up. So to stick to the usual 2-week schedule, it means we're playing D&D again this Saturday instead of every other Saturday, so that we're back on the right alternate Saturdays.
Yeah.
So I'm doing D&D again on Saturday. So that's a good, we sit down at the table about 6:30 and I get up from the table about 11:30.
Oh, so you do have lots of.
So if I've got a roundy project, now obviously I'm paying attention to the battles when I'm in battles, but when we're role playing and doing other things, like I can knit quietly and happily and get a lot of progress done.
So what is okay? Oh, somebody asked what the pattern is that you're doing, Jocelyn.
I'm doing the Easy V by Caitlin Hunter.
Right. In Briggs and Little.
In my Briggs and Little yarns, yep. Because I want a wear outside at -20 without a coat sweater. It will round out my collection of wear outside heavy duty sweaters, which is good because I'm not buying worsted weight yarns anymore.
Okay.
Well, I can only wear them for a short period of time, and because we're warming up, we don't have full-fledged winters anymore, so I have even less time to wear them. So I need to start making fingering weight sweaters and DK weight sweaters.
Yeah.
Exclusively.
So next year, is that a hint that next year the 2-week challenge is a DK sweater?
I'm hoping to move into DK and start working to the point where I can have a DK weight sweater in 2 weeks.
I think if I do that, I have to take a week of vacation.
Yes. Well, if I move down to DK, I'm going to inform you that I will be knitting during daytime hours.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? I was gonna ask, so what is the pattern? So once you've got the yoke done,
yes,
is the body plain or is there more color work?
The body's plain, but there is a colorwork balloon sleeve. So you do a plain sleeve and then there's colorwork at the bottom and then it cinches in like a sweatshirt sleeve with the cuff. So there is more colorwork, but not on the body. There's a bit more colorwork on the sleeve tips, which I'm going to have to use my gray for. I actually pulled a ball of gray from my 4 cardigan.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, to be my replacement blue. So I'm going to have to decide when I get down to the color work at the sleeves if it's just going to be the beige and the white. Because again, I've got an extra ball of the white, so I can do that.
Yeah.
And I have extra balls of the sand, so that's fine. But I have this much of my blue.
Oh, okay.
So it's not doing anything.
No, you've used it.
The blue's been used. So that is where I sit with that right now. Yikes.
Yeah, Sherry brought up a good point. She said the nice thing about wool is it like regulates the temp so it can be warmer. Yeah.
The real wool of the Briggs and Little sweaters and stuff that I have opens up a bit of a wider space. But I mean, I run warm and I am 40 in a couple of weeks, which means I got to start thinking about menopause because that process starts years before the day of the flip.
Yes, that is correct.
So I got to keep in mind that I could suffer hot flashes. It is potential. I might not. Just depends on what my body does.
Yeah, you probably will. Hey, so here's now. Did you?
Most common symptom doesn't worry me. What worries me is some women develop insomnia. Yeah. And boy, do I not want insomnia as a side effect.
I did not have that problem. So let's hope not. Because that's kind of sucky too.
A few years of hot flashes, I'll be uncomfortable, but I'll take it. But like developing insomnia, no thank you.
Yeah.
No thank you. I do not want that.
There's pink, you guys.
Excellent.
Okay, so did you try your yoke on? Like you've pulled it on, right?
No, I never do that. I don't do any try-ons. I don't do any of that. I make it as is and go.
Did you?
I'm getting gauge.
Eyeball it? You're getting gauge. Okay, that's good. I'm
getting gauge and that's it. I don't try it on. I don't stress about it. I don't worry about it. I make it 2 pattern by gauge and I go. No trying on, no fudgeting, no thinking, no wondering, no nothing. I'll make it to the measurements and go. I do not participate in idle speculation.
Okay, I'm not entirely sure I'm endorsing that train of thought, everybody, but but you do you, Jocelyn.
I'll tell you this much. I don't stress about it. There is no, does this work?
Well, and that is good. The no stress thing, I like that.
I did my gauge swatch, and I know what I need by measurements, how far I need to be for a yoke, how far I need to be from the underarm, how far I need to be for my sleeves to fit.
Okay.
Will I occasionally shove a sleeve in, like my arm in a sleeve? Yeah, I'll occasionally shove my arm in a sleeve.
Okay.
But try on? No, not till it's done.
Okay. Well, I did try my yoke on.
Excellent.
Because I wanted to make sure that the neck opening was going to be wide enough.
I'm super not worried about that in this pattern.
No. Amber says, sadly, I endorse pom-poms. I know. Well,
I mean,
what can I say?
Got to keep that in mind. Be careful who you're taking your endorsements from. I am anti-pom-pom. Well, I'm not anti-pom-pom. I'm pom-pom indifferent.
Well, okay. We'll leave pom-poms for another day. But anyway, yeah, so I'm happy. I'm confident enough that I think the fit's going to be fine on here. So I am going to try it on again when I split. Oh my God, what did I do here? When I split for the sleeves, I will actually pull it on again.
Okay.
Just because it's fun and I want to see it on. And if it doesn't fit, I haven't even thought about that possibility because it's going to.
Nope. Yeah. I just like, really, guys, if it doesn't fit, there's an Erin, there's a Diana, there's just like, I know other knitters. This sweater can find a home. It will not be left out in the dark and the cold. It's fine.
And and I'm sure that this is going to fit. I just.
And at some point, I'll have given Diana enough sweaters, she'll feel bad and buy sweater yarn for me.
Are you hoping she's listening right now?
No, she knows I'm not subtle.
Oh my goodness, what have I done?
Well, because sometimes you make things and they don't fit your shape or they're not right for you. And the bodies that you see might not be your body. Like, I never see my body in patterns. It's not a thing. There are no 6 foot tall women my size being front page to the pattern releases. It just is just not a thing that people do. So I'm taking a guess that the pattern has been tested at my size. I'm taking a guess that my body shape will look good in that sweater shape. And you don't know till you try, until you start to learn these things out.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, and I think you just don't need to stress over it because you're exactly right. You knit it, you have fun knitting it. If it doesn't fit you, well, find somebody who does. Find somebody else who loves it, and you carry on with something else.
Absolutely.
And you know what? And that's what I feel about this sweater is, I'm not thinking if it's not 100% perfect, if I'm wanting something that is kind of loose and not boxy so much, but just comfy. So
a relaxed fit.
Yes, like a weekend sweater. Like I literally see myself wearing this when I go out in my little garden for the first time in the spring, and cleaning up the leaves, cleaning up, any pruning or whatever that I have to do, tidying, dividing my perennials. This is what I see myself wearing, this like nice, bright, fun colored sweater.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm gonna wear it, if it's whatever it is, I'm just gonna wear it and I'm gonna love it.
So that's what I'm thinking with this one. But I'm thinking like the first few trips to the coffee shop or meeting up with friends at Stella's for lunch, brunch, like late April. When I don't want a coat. I don't want a coat, but I need just a little something because I do live in a province that is flat, like Alberta and Saskatchewan. So boy, do we rock some serious winds.
Well, see, that's
regularly.
Well, okay, then now I think now that we've both said we've our vision of us with these sweaters, we have to like now share pictures.
I am single. There is no one to take photos of me, and I am blind. So probably not.
Well, just do your best selfie.
I can't take selfies because I can't see the screen anymore.
Well,
so
just like
I'm hoping to upgrade my phone because the Pixel 7 phone actually has voice directed selfies. So like I could start taking pictures of myself again. But right now it's not a thing I can do.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll let you. Okay. Well, then I will just share selfies of me.
Yeah. Again, and I hope to change it and upgrade my phone this year. So if I'm able to do that, I'm going to upgrade to a phone that will let me take selfies. But like if I'm outside, I don't use my phone because I can't see the screen.
Right.
At all.
I get that.
Yeah. And I don't have someone to help me do these things.
Well, then, well, all right. Well, I don't know. Well, okay.
I know because when Diana was here, we took a short video clip. She took a chunk of video clip of me just knitting because I can't record that on my own for like a TikTok or a YouTube short or something. Okay. That's way outside the realm of accessible things. So she did it and it's sitting on her phone for her to use whenever she gets there. That's how that works.
Okay, Tracy had a fantastic idea. So you're maybe not off the hook yet about some pictures of you wearing this.
Sure.
Tracy says that maybe Erin could take pictures of you.
Does she know how busy me and Erin are when we get together?
Oh, no. No, you're not. No. You're not so busy that you can't take a quick picture. You don't have to be all dolled up. We just need to see a picture of you. You can hold like a handful of Erin's yarn. You can be winding mini skeins. I don't know, doing whatever you guys are doing, but you could do a quick picture.
Yeah, probably won't happen. Don't hold your breath on it, guys.
Okay. What? Okay, really? Why does nobody ever say yes to my ideas? I'm like really starting to wonder. Okay, well, fine.
Part of it is that I don't feel that it's necessary. I'll take pictures of the finished sweater. Absolutely. Well, I take pictures of the sweater in progress. Oh yeah, no, I've totally done that. That's totally happened.
Yeah.
But pictures of me in the sweater? Maybe, probably not.
I don't know. I think we should take a poll. Can we persuade you? We all want to see pictures of Jocelyn in the sweater, right?
I'm sure most of the people in chat who know me in real life can tell you that's probably not going to work. I'm not known for caving to peer pressure that way.
Well, that is good that you don't get swayed.
Not really.
Really?
And it's always one of those ones where people are like, but what if somebody wants to see you? I'm like, that's fine. They just won't because it's not a thing I do. But I didn't grow up in a picture family. Like I didn't grow up having my photo taken every first day of school, every birthday, like we've never been big photo people. Why?
Well,
50+% of my family is blind. The photos serve no purpose. We can't see them.
Okay, true enough.
So I didn't grow up with that as a way to mark moments in time because it never marked moments in time for me. Would there be the occasional birthday photo? Oh yeah, sure. I've got photos of my birthday parties and stuff. I'll take photos. But more and more, as the vision fades, I really could give a fart less and less about photos of people because I can't see the faces or details anymore. So they don't mean anything to me. I have to use my memory.
But Sherry brought up a good point.
Sure.
She said, so, because you were just saying that there's no pictures of sweaters on body types like yours.
So maybe like mine, not. You have to find somebody who's nearly 6 feet tall, over 200 pounds, with my shaped face and my chest. No, they don't. The height changes your ratio patterns.
So maybe though you should be that inspiration for other people out there.
Absolutely not. I am already inspiration. PORN for non-blind people. I don't think so. I don't think so. That's full on frustration because I can't even go outside to get my mail without being praised for being an independent person because I'm doing it on my own. I literally cannot leave my building without somebody telling me how proud they are because I've tied my shoes. It is a massive problem in the disabled community. It is a huge thing we rail against. So I'm not willing to take on that fight for another thing. I don't have a problem with body positivity. I definitely fall more into body neutrality thinking and modes of operation. So if you don't know the difference, that's fine. There are two sort of camps of thoughts. One is the body positivity, which is the celebration of the human body as is. We are all beautiful in our own rights. That is an excellent mode of thinking. That is, yes, love it. It's definitely an improvement over the you must be one size, shape, height, color, face shape, like the more restrictive that we're coming away from. Great, awesome. The body neutrality movement is more along the lines of that my body is private and not for your public consumption. Like, I don't care what it looks like. Its goal is to help me live, and that is what it does. There's no yay or nay about it. And I definitely fall farther into that camp. So I don't care. I don't care that there's no real photos of me out there. And I'll stop. Diana comes from a photo background, like her family and her in-laws take photos all the time. I stop and happily pose for photos. But under my own initiative, why? I don't understand the purpose of it. I'll take it on the finished photos, but I won't take them of me because it doesn't serve much of a purpose. Because again, I don't think of it yay or nay. It's more like, this is the vessel that lets me breathe. That's the important part. Not how I window dress it.
So I guess
it's a different way of thinking.
So, okay. Don't hold your breath about seeing pictures of Jocelyn in her sweater.
I mean, could it happen? Sure. Will it happen? Maybe.
So maybe if you finish it for Thursday, when we finish them for Thursday.
There we go. That's the right word.
When we finish them for Thursday.
I like the way you think.
We will surprise everybody because when we go live, we will.
I'm not wearing it. This is a worsted weight sweater. I'm already hot.
I give up, everybody.
I can't. I will melt or strip a third of the way into it. I can't.
You can strip. Everybody look forward to that.
I won't be able to take. I'm sitting here in a cotton and I'm melting and I don't have socks on and I have capris on. And the window's cracked. No, technically not. Capris are not pants. And the window's cracked and it's -20 outside. And I'm hot.
Well, open the window
further
and throw on that sweater. All right. Well, all right.
I would love to, but given the density I'm currently feeling in the sweater as I knit on it, I don't think it's feasible. Oof.
Well, all right.
I could try, but I can't promise you guys.
All right.
I said you wouldn't see anything of this sweater. You would just see this top part of the sweater.
Yeah, you would have to make sure that you stood up and turned around.
Yeah. I would just be easier to show you guys while it's folded in my lap, and I'd show the sweater. Now, if we were talking like a cardigan, that's easier to get on and off. So like that, I could see an argument for it. Yeah.
All right. I don't know. Well,
we went pullover this year. I definitely need to make cardigans next year. The stitch markers for the color work are gone. First row of plain knitting.
There.
2 rows of plain knitting, and then I got split from my shoulders. And again, and there's something saying that, I don't know, there's some part where it's out and it's a cool winter day and Diana's down and we're out doing stuff and I have the sweater on and I stop and pose for a photo because she goes look at the camera and say cheese. It's entirely feasible that could happen. one of those immediate post freshly finished things? Probably not. Probably not. Also can tell you, tracking me down to get me to take photos of anything once it's finished is a pain in the butt because I don't do that very well.
Oh, all right. Well, you guys, I have no problem taking selfies. So
absolutely help yourself. Take a
I
selfie.
Will
I've never been into it. It's not been a thing for me.
I will just post away.
You'll see pictures of the sweater. You'll see pictures of my cat lying on the sweater. You'll see pictures.
I will just do double duty. I will take a picture of me.
Okay.
And then I will take another picture of me in a different pose and say, yes, this should be Jocelyn. But
the Jocelyn filler photo becomes our trending hashtag.
Yeah. Jocelyn filler photo. I like that. Oh gosh. Hi, Elena. How are you? Oh, Elena says I prefer body neutrality too.
Yeah, and everybody's different. You can have one way or the other, and I don't think any one way or the other is wrong or like inaccurate or bad. You just have to be okay that people think otherwise. And like, it's never bothered me that people think otherwise. I usually get more grief because people don't understand why I think the way I do, and then they try to argue me into their way of thinking, which doesn't work.
Yeah, no, I think as long as everybody knows what they feel comfortable with,
and you move on. Not the end of the world.
So do you think when you do your gauge swatch, you're supposed to do it with your hair knit in or not?
Yes, absolutely. I feel that is a positively required piece of equipment.
I'm wondering, I know. I feel like that should be when you, and we're talking about gauge swatch. Yes, feel free to knit your own hair and any pet hair into that gauge swatch.
Otherwise, it's not accurate. Let's be honest.
Oh my goodness, I am liking this. Oh, Louise says, will there be a Fiber Friends podcast Saturday? Fingers crossed there is. And I'm sorry, Louise, if you were waiting for one, but I was down and out with a migraine Saturday and I couldn't get out of bed. I tried. I set up the Zoom link and
but Saturday mornings I listen to CBC News, like I listen to the Saturday morning radio programming to like noon. So like I never go looking for the live. I go looking for it afterwards because during the live, my ears are committed to something else and have been for a very long time. So like I just listen to you guys later. That's the joy, right?
Yeah. Well, exactly.
So by the time I went looking, there'd already been posts and I knew that there wasn't going to be one. So it was okay. Yeah.
Yes, so I know it seems really crazy to have missed one. Cool.
It's weird. It probably threw you off all weekend, like you've forgotten something.
Oh my gosh, Louise was waiting. She was in Toronto Airport waiting to fly to Arizona. Oh my gosh.
That's a big flight.
How was it in Arizona?
Oh. Has to be warmer than Toronto.
Oh, that would be beautiful. Wonderful. Oh, Sam's got 25 finished dishcloths. That's amazing.
Oh, wonderful, Sam.
Amazing. Oh, hey, Anne. Okay, so how is everybody else's sweater going?
Yes, how are we doing?
Nikki, there was about, what did we have? There was about 10 or 12 of us doing the sweater. So I really should go on Instagram and check the hashtag, and then I will add your sweaters to my stories. So the hashtag is 2, so TWO 2-week sweater challenge.
So should I.
And yeah, so let's all maybe like later tonight or tomorrow, post our halfway mark, and then we can start sharing them so everybody can see them, because that would be super exciting. I'm excited to see.
Ooh, this should be fun, guys. I'm going to count stitches shortly. I'm just about done the second knit round.
And then I know, but yes, sock madness. I saw Nikki posted that she had all of her bobbins made up.
She did, like she prepped them. I think that's what she was saying the instructions said to do, which sounds like such a smart idea. It's like, especially since it's like up to 34 minis.
Oh my gosh, I know.
To pull colors from, you're like, oh man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty soft pattern.
It's a fantastic pattern. It's amazing. I
feel like for that pattern, given that many colors, a follow the prep instructions is like super wise words of warning.
I haven't even looked at the actual pattern yet. I was, it was probably around 1:00. I got a message from Karen.
Yeah.
And I thought, and she's like, oh my gosh, have you seen the pattern? And I'm like, oh, it's out. Because I checked my email last night before I went to bed. There was nothing. I checked it this morning. There was nothing.
Yeah.
And so then I went, but I didn't have time to actually, well, I guess I checked it later about mid-afternoon. I checked it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so super cute.
Which isn't too bad because the sign-up's closed on the 14th.
Yeah.
And it's what, the 16th, 17th, 16th?
16th. Yeah, I know.
So that was a pretty decent turnaround. Mind you, they don't put you guys into groups till after the qualifying round.
No, so really there wasn't much. They just needed everybody's email and then they could just fire out the patterns. So and
you've got the full 2 weeks, so.
Oh, that's right. So this is Thursday. So I have until 2 Thursdays.
You have till the live check-in. Our monthly check-in will be 2 Thursdays from now.
Right. That's right. So I will be able to tell you if I got it done.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think so tonight I'm definitely going to go onto Ravelry and go through, well, get the pattern for starters and read through all of it, make my Ravelry page, make some bobbins, get cast on. So I can say, at least say I can, it's on the needles, because I know last year I was, I was like, oh, it's okay. A pair of socks in 2 weeks. I can do that. I don't need to start the very first day. Yeah. Wrong.
No, really do need to.
Yeah. No, I was knitting till like the very last moment. Yeah. So I don't want to repeat of that, but mind you, these ones don't look as complicated as last year's qualifying sock.
I have no idea. I've just seen the pictures, so I don't know what the instructions
are.
Yeah,
so I mean, it could be deceiving. That, but I mean, it's in Tarja, so it's
You've done Tarja before, so you should be comfortable with that.
Oh yeah. So it's not. I don't have any problem with that. So yeah, I mean, having said that, I probably just like totally jinx myself and I'll look at the pattern and go like, oh, well, that's like totally new to me or something. But the other one, like last year's was those beautiful socks and they were all cables. So it was like practically like you were reading the chart every 2 stitches, you were looking at it again. So it was not super, super quick.
No, that would definitely be slower.
Yeah, it was definitely, it was slow. So this one, I don't think it can be any worse than the last year's. So I'm excited because there will be. I
mean, you'll find out.
I will. And maybe next week or Monday when I come on here, I'll be like, oh my gosh, you guys, remember Thursday night when I was just like, oh, it's just in Tarja, it'll be a piece of cake.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah. So nope. I could be eating those words.
That's okay. I've got 2 patterns going out to testers. And I made the call for testers on the podcast yesterday for 2 different shawls, and I'm going to leave it open till Friday. And then as of Friday, whoever signed up is going to get a copy of the pattern to test. So I've got that coming this weekend too. And there's always a lot of questions the first weekend.
Yes.
So I'm hoping some people sign up to help me test out the patterns and then
I'm sure you'll
get it done. I hope so.
Okay, so let's see here. So we got some. Okay, Elena says both of her sweaters need sleeves, but I have been sick all week. Oh no!
Oh no! Being sick sucks. I hope you feel better.
I know it's been a week, so hopefully you'll be on the mend. Oh, Louise says it is sunny and warm in Arizona, and she hasn't booked a return flight. Yeah, not for a while. Oh, Kim has posted her picture on Facebook. Okay. Have to go look at that.
Yeah.
And Nikki said, I have the the yoke. Oh, the yoke, half the body-ish, and a quarter of a sleeve done.
Oh, Nikki's rocking it then. Super.
You are doing fantastic. Yay. Elena also says, plus the yoke, on the garden gate is too long. I don't want to rip out the entire body, so I will cut the yoke and I will knit it again the other direction with smaller needles.
Yeah, that'll work.
That'll fix it. That's right. Oh, Sam's having trouble with that wrist again. Yeah.
Okay, it's problematic.
Yeah.
When you have recurring injuries.
Yeah, it is. Oh, well, okay, so I'm just sitting here thinking, okay, so we are both behind. Both behind, but not concerned.
I'm a touch apprehensive. I'm not gonna go concerned, just some mild indigestion. Not full on panic, just mild indigestion.
No,
right now.
I think no, this is I'll use like the terms because this is like Christmas knitting, right? Any deadline knitting.
Right.
This is where we are just in serious focusing mode.
Oh, trust me, I'm very excited. You only have half days next week.
Well, starting to back to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'll have like almost no time, but just a few hours at night. But that's all right. You work on it and get it done. So like Sunday night, I don't know. So where do you think we should be Sunday? Well, where should we be Sunday night? We need the yoke done. You need a body.
I need to be sitting at like that 20-inch marker for my body.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a hope of this side of last Tuesday of getting the sleeves done in time.
See, and I'm gonna go the opposite way because this weekend, because I'm gonna have more time to sit and play and think and stuff, is so I'm going to do sleeves. I'm gonna do sleeves. And so that's kind of what I need to, oh my goodness, I don't like how that's playing out in my head. Thinking I need to have 2 sleeves done by Sunday.
Yeah. Right. Well, the pattern of the sleeves of this pattern don't decrease as you go down. So you do your pick up for your stitches, and then that's just the shape of your sleeve till after your color work, and then you cinch in real fast.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nope, because that means I can take my sleeves and do them 2 at a time. I'd just go straight down.
Yeah.
And have both on the go. So if I've got a night where I'm having bad vision, I can work on the second sleeve. And if I'm having good vision, I can do the color work on the first sleeve.
Right.
So like I got to be able to stagger that a bit. But if I'm just doing the body, it'll be hard if I don't have something else to keep my attention. I'll get bored, which usually happens to me when I'm working on a sweater body. Because there's a lot of round knitting. Right now I just want freaking stitches off the needle. There's so many stitches crammed on this needle.
Hey, but Sally.
This is my second plain knit round. I'm going to use this round to count out and put stitch markers in for my sleeve separations.
I'm thinking maybe I should measure, because that would be, Elena just said about the yoke being too long, and here I am just knitting merrily away.
It might be worthwhile taking a measurement.
It might be, shouldn't I? Because there's no time for pulling things out
for colossal mess ups.
Yeah, colossal mess ups. Yeah, let's not have any of those. Nikki is zooming along, which is fantastic.
And I cut my finger.
Oh no! Ouch! You did. How'd you do that?
I was trying to cut cabbage.
Oh, ouch! Yeah, that'll do it. Okay.
I may have got mad and gesticulated wildly with my arms when the mysterious Mr. B showed up to play Magic yesterday.
Oh.
There may have been some irritation because I was having one of those drop everything, lose time days, which just, if they suck when they happen to all of us, hey? So by the time he rolled in here and he was ahead of the other boys to play Magic, and he's just like, well, how'd your day go? And it just started with my arms sort of my hair going, ah! And he's like, okay, we're going to order dinner. If you've had one of those days, he's like, I've had a day at work. We've earned some not cooking food. I'm like, yes, right? We have. Yeah, he'd had one of those days at work, so.
Oh, that's, yes. Oh, so Sally, I must have missed your comment, but It sounds like Sally's had a rough week. So yeah, Sally, hopefully the weekend is better than whatever was going on during the week. Can only hope, right? Can just hope everything will be fantastic. It's the weekend. It's the weekend. It's got to be great. Right? We're going to go with that. It's going to be good. We're going to get lots of, like tons of knitting time. So, okay. I'm scared to even think this. I'm not even letting myself go there. But this is only Thursday night. So if I can get a significant amount done tonight.
Yeah.
That would be good, because basically I'm going to have to do a sleeve on Sunday and a sleeve on Saturday.
It's true.
Finish the yoke tonight, because I should get the Sock Madness sock cast on too. So anything extra that I get done tonight will just be total bonus. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I'm just gonna knit.
Are the baby knits done?
The hat is not.
Okay.
The little baby sweater is. It's blocking. It's really, really cute.
I'm not gonna lie, I voted for the bib, so I don't care if the hat doesn't get done.
I know that broke your streak, didn't it?
It did. And I was like, you know what? Honestly, bibs are more useful. A bonnet is not useful.
Well, I mean, you do need a bonnet for cool days, for going for walks and things.
Because she will not have bought a very cute baby bonnet. It will not receive like 5 or 6 very cute baby bonnets at the baby shower.
Well, I know, but will any of them be hand knit with love by
They
her
need
mother?
it needs to be bibs and burping cloths and diapers and onesies
and a bonnet
that you can put in the wash. Not a bonnet. I've done enough little people as an aunt.
There is.
That I understand. I do not give the most exciting gifts at baby showers at the time. But without fail, about 6 months into babyhood, I get a text with a, "Oh my God, you were the genius." I know. Because you will need more burping cloths than you think. You will need more bibs than you think. You will need more plain onesies than you think.
Oh, you will. You will.
Oh, yes.
New moms never quite know the extent of the laundry that you go through with a but
yeah, well, I remember my sisters and everybody left. My mom's like, "Well, you have half of what you need in these 3 stacks here." My sister went, "Oh no." And mom's like, "And we're buying it because I ain't doing that again. My grandchild will have enough burping cloths, and boy, did we need them. Oh God, so many burping cloths. So many burping cloths.
Oh, yes.
I do not miss those days. And I wasn't even the mom.
Oh, and see, and I can't wait. Oh my
Now, did we take a picture of my niece sleeping on my dad's belly with my dad's arm placed on top and both of them passed out cold? Yes, we did.
Oh, that's what I was just gonna say. If you guys want to, I think there'll be a lot of finished pictures of me in this sweater.
Just wait till the baby photos come.
Wait till the baby. Just wait. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I just can't even, I just can't contain myself. I'm so excited. And I mean, and it's like, everybody says, right, about being a grandma is, it's like so wonderful, right? Because you're, you can just have all the fun stuff and send them home. And like now I'm thinking, I don't have to do the whole labor thing, and I'm still going to get a baby out of this. So
there are some perks. Just remember.
Are you going to be all like logical here?
No, I'm gonna do that. What is it? Your fair dues warning.
Okay.
Fair dues warning. There is no such thing as privacy on the internet. It does not matter what your filters are set to, and your grandkid cannot give you consent to use their image. And that image will follow them for their whole life. be careful what and how much you post, because not everybody is nice, not everybody is kind, and not everybody will be respectful. So be careful. Like, there are very few pictures of my niece posted anywhere on the internet, because that was the only way we could, as a family, give her privacy. And the kids don't grow up with a lot of it. So, like, tooth and claw, hang on to whatever privacy you can, because it is not private. It's not private.
My needle just came undone.
It's one of those ones that I see people do, and I just go, like, at 18, 19, 20, like, those kids are not going to thank you. It's embarrassing, potentially, depending on what the photo is, and you've opened them up to a world of unnecessary hurt.
Oh, I think, yeah,
just now post some photos. Abso-freaking-lutely. Just be aware of what you're posting. I see a lot of them where I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, this was not appropriate to post. This was not appropriate to post.
They will all be cute pictures in knitwear that they will be super happy to see 20 years from now.
Uh-huh.
All right.
That's my only fair dues, is be aware that that's not cool, because they cannot give you consent. They cannot give you consent. They don't understand. And they won't understand till they're like 19 or 20.
That is true.
Yeah.
Oh,
which is a new thing that my grandparents didn't have to worry about with me in baby photos, because that wasn't a thing as I was growing up. But it means I'm the last generation that had a childhood that will not be pulled up against me. Like, the mistakes I made in my 18, 19, 20s will never be held against me by a job or by other people, because you can't find them, because we didn't have social media the same way we do now.
Oh, what's Nikki taught? Hats. Oh, hats she will use, yes, for the first 6 months, often because they can't regulate their temperature. But the bib they will use, yes, 6 months plus. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
burping bibs are handy well after the burping phase is done.
Don't think I'm not going to do bibs too, because.
Oh, I hope so. Bibs are great. Bibs are so handy.
That's bib. Yeah.
I needed 43. I did 48. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just count back the stitches, and my stitch markers are clippy stitch markers, so I can just open the clip and put it back where it needs to be. That's what I could do.
Well, all right. Ooh, getting close on this. Oh, I'm super excited. Can't wait to wear this. Can't wait.
Oh, I want to put this on so badly, but it's not done.
And I'm really excited to be using some of these bells out of my stash. So I will.
It's really nice to clear out stash.
Even just a few.
Oh,
I am
so good. I'm so excited. So excited.
Oh, so yeah, Teresa's heading out because what are we? Oh yes, we are over an hour here.
We are, yeah. This also serves as our mid-month motivation too.
Well, that's really what, yes, this should have been mid-month, I think, shouldn't it? Because can you believe that? We are partway through February. Like, man, time just seems to be zooming by.
Well, the real question being, have we worked on our things?
No. Have you?
Oh, you know me in secret keeping.
Oh, come on. No, well, yeah, no, I haven't. Good heavens. No, not yet.
I organized my stash.
But
don't suppose anybody remembers how many stitches I needed to mark off my sleeve. Hey, okay, cool. I'll go look. Hang on. No, I either have or I haven't. I have the For us, the challenge is for me to pick up back and lengthen the sleeves on my Shipley Boyfriend cardigan.
Yeah.
And potentially knit pockets if I have enough yarn. And then for the craft off with Diana, it's progress on the Dingley Dell, which as of the first Sunday of the month wasn't even casted on. So
that's all right.
There's things going on. How many do I have to put the next whatever the what now on?
So many things going on. But I just have to knit another little baby sweater.
Yes.
And Jen sent me a link to another pattern.
Okay.
I have another cute little sweater.
I'm really gonna push for you to do a crocheted one.
I really want to try that.
Because it's really not hard. It's really not hard. But
so it's something you think my crochet skills could handle?
Handily, easily. You've made a granny square. You're fine.
Then I like that. I like that it's easy.
Yeah. So I think the hardest part of that jacket is sewing on the buttons.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's that. I like that. I like that.
How do I know? Because I made one for Erin as a sample and sent it back with the buttons and said, I'm not sewing the buttons on. I'm busy. And Erin said, that's fair. Because I'd warned her I might not have time to sew the buttons on.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I know. I hadn't forgot about our monthly challenge. I just hadn't done it yet. And it'll be a last minute thing, but it's a little baby sweater, so it won't take too long. That's my thinking anyways. Okay, one more round in this color, and then I've got to pick another color, which is exciting. Okay, what do I need? Jogless join. There's like so many things to think about on this. Definitely not, even though there's like no pattern, it does take some thinking, right? Remember to do the jogless join on the second round. And when I was trying to knit my ends in, then I'd have to remember to do that. Like it just seemed, all these little things just seem to take just a little bit of extra brain power that I just couldn't do.
Well, I've tried the jogless join, but I don't notice much of a difference, so I don't do it anymore.
It's certainly not perfect. There's but it does even out that step, because I forgot to do it the first couple of rounds, and but I've been doing it after. So
maybe it's a part of the vision loss. I don't see the difference, so I don't have to.
Well, there you go.
Maybe.
No,
maybe.
You look at a store-bought items that are striped.
They have a join line.
Oh yeah, they don't match anything. They're
why should I?
Their colors are off. So yeah, I know. I don't think you need to worry about things being perfect. Seams are seams. So that's kind of my thought on that. But anyways, well, maybe we should say good night.
I'm not terribly interesting. I'm counting stitches.
That's what we all have to do. Like, we have to get onto like focused knitting now. And that's what I feel like. And I find when I'm doing continental, I can't quite do it without looking. If I was knitting with my yarn in my right hand, I can knit without looking. But this I have to look, or else sometimes I'm splitting the yarn and whatever. So
well, I'm working that last plain knit row, and I wanted to drop stitch markers in for sleeve separation, just so that I can do the whole way around to make sure my stitch count is accurate.
Yeah.
Because that way, if it's not, I need to like jiggle with things a little bit to make it work. I know before I've like pulled stitches off.
Yeah.
To be sleeves. So it gives me a bit more playroom. So like that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. Well,
I also need to go find a band-aid to put a band-aid back over this cut, because it's driving me nuts, because it's getting caught in the yard, because it's a rustic yard, so I'm starting to irritate the finger.
Oh well. Okay, so then we got things to do. Yeah, you go take care of your finger.
I've got brownies to eat. I made brownies this afternoon.
Ooh, That's exciting. Yeah, I gotta go. I need to make something for dinner too, so I better do that. And then now that I have got the sweater picked up, I'm just gonna keep working on this tonight. I'm gonna do my usual, throw on something on Netflix and just knit for a few hours and see. Well, I mean, we will. I'm not gonna post any pictures, like maybe just some pictures of like what you did, Jocelyn, like the color work. I'll show you what color I'm working on maybe.
I like a good macro photo. Nice up close shot. You can see the stitches.
Yeah.
It looks really pretty. I like those
shots. Those, like kids be like, oh, I'm knitting with pink again.
Yeah.
Now I'm doing this, or
It also means like on Thursday or before Thursday, if I really want to play with people's minds, I can take a picture like on Monday or something of wherever the sweater happens to be and like post it like 4 or 5 days later. You won't know.
Yeah.
Because it'll come with, did I take this picture 3 or 4 days ago? Did I take it today? Find out tonight.
There you go. Yeah. So, okay. So I guess it will just be a big cliffhanger here. We're leaving you all like, wow, can we get tons done this weekend?
I mean, Diana was making good progress on her Steinkrieger. She got one sleeve fully finished because it's a bottom up. So she did her first sleeve and she was just working on her second sleeve on Monday.
Okay.
So good. I'm hoping when we record again this coming Sunday, she's up the body like almost at her yoke, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so fun. All right. Well, happy knitting, Jocelyn. Knit quick.
Yeah. You knit quicker. I'm not in sock madness.
I know. I'm like, that was bad timing.
I did not do that.
Bad timing. I actually showed somebody the qualifying sock this afternoon. She was asking about sock madness. So I showed her pictures from last year. Yeah. And I think it was March 16th.
Yeah, they backed it up a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they backed it up a lot.
It was not what I was planning on, and it really didn't work into my knitting schedule.
I think it's one of those ones that if they end up at this new date, we'll have to back it up and start February off.
Yeah, we may have to start. Yeah, because we really can't have the two overlapping.
No, you don't. You just don't have time. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to you. So no, I am not particularly impressed. They backed it up a whole month. I knew they were talking about backing it up, making it earlier, but I'm not excited they did a whole 30 days on people.
I could, it was, oh well, what are you gonna do?
I mean, me, nothing, because I'm not in it. So like, it doesn't affect me in the slightest. I just watch you guys make socks, which is totally fine. I have no interest in it. So help yourselves.
Yeah. So we may just have to do, move the sweater.
Yeah. We can move the sweater challenge next year and make it earlier so that you don't have both going at the same time.
Yeah. The only saving grace is that this is the qualifying round and you have the full
2 weeks.
So it's not quite as well, it's not time sensitive where you need to get them done in a week or you'll be kicked off your team, because that would be a big problem. So all right, well then, Jocelyn, let's wrap up for tonight. You keep knitting and I'm really excited already for next Thursday's check-in.
27, 28, 9:30. I'm hoping we're both like, and we did it. But we did it. I'm hopeful. That's what I want. Yeah.
Really hopeful, but it's like every night. So tonight I'm going to go now and I'm going to get this yoke finished. I'm really, really close. I'm only a couple of rounds away. And then I will be able to split for the sleeve. So that will feel like a big milestone.
I know. Once I pass the sleeves.
Yeah. Then the rounds, then the body just seems so much smaller. And
which I mean technically it is.
Because it is. That's right.
It is.
So yeah. All right. Well, we'll see. All right. Everybody, we're going to sign off for tonight. So happy knitting, whether it is your sweater, it is sock mat,
socks, it's a shawl. It's a shawl,
Yeah.
Is your test knitting for me? Whatever floats.
That's right. Yep. So if you want to test knit for Jocelyn, send her a message.
Yeah, email me.
That would be awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Well, Jocelyn, I can't wait to see you finish sweater next week.
Right back at you.
We have got this. We can do it. Okay, everybody. Happy